In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules and plus navigate the market to identify high probability setups. So right now we're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures, and the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify the low today important key level. I'm going to select one of the lowest lows during the pre-market session, and I'm going to select one of the highest highs during the pre-market session, because these important points a lot of times will set up important key levels that may come into play eventually throughout the day. So this is the first thing I'm going to do. Second thing, I'm going to draw a channel so I understand exactly what is the bias, and everything right now played out. The bias is slightly bearish because we have the most recent structure which is bearish, and we have downtrend pushing lower. So this is my right now main bias, pretty much trying to follow the trend line rule on this short-term downtrend working lower. We have a new low first entry short, pullback second entry short. Now we have a great second entry short combined with the triple test. So we have the EMA and we have the small resistance, and this is a good sign. Right now the sellers are strong and they're gonna test new low for this channel, because this downtrend, as any channel, needs to get new extreme following the trend line rule, which means you are thinking bearish. It formed right around the open, so you may want to skip, but market opened somewhere around here and EMA held 4 times every single time. I really like the trade. I didn't get filled, but I'm gonna mark it because out the open, market tried to reverse so many times that we can pretty much trust this now. It's also triple test, downtrend new low, great bar, push to a new extreme. But if you skip due to open, no problem. And down triple with a break, push to a new low, which means right now I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna pause looking to go short. We have push above EMA and we have what we call a reversal pattern. Okay, because the downtrend played out and there is no bigger channel, it looks like a sideways structure. You in fact have a double bottom. Push above EMA is the first sign you may have reversal. Downtrend played out is the second sign, and now we have a reversal pattern. Failed, second entry short. This is a new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure, which means the sellers who are selling a second entry short on the wrong side of the EMA, they're gonna get trapped because it's on the wrong side of the EMA, and the downtrend played out with the break, push to a new low. So we have failed second entry short, great reversal pattern above the EMA, great signal bar, failed second entry short reversal pattern. You cannot take high low because it's so far from the EMA. I'm looking for second entry long, but it needs to be at the EMA. Right now it's not at the EMA. You had a second entry long here. This is basically a double trap, but problem is that this double trap has a bearish body. Okay, this is not what we want to see. It has a nice tail, close enough, good trade. I still need a few more ticks bullish bodies, so I don't think we can take it, although you can once again have some triple tests here, multiple tests. Very tempting trade. If you took it, maybe you have some better bar. Okay, I'm not gonna mark it. Break, push to an extreme, and the uptrend played out. Uptrend played out, and right now market keeps pushing higher. So you can see downtrend, we're looking for second entries. Reversal, you can use the opposite of the second entry because everything played out and it's time for reversal. Now we have a double trap because the second entry long is so far from the EMA, but it was a bad bar. And because market keeps pushing higher after new high has been made, I'm gonna draw secondary channel, a little bit wider one, like this. Actually, this is my main channel now because the channel evolved. So I'm still looking for second entry long at the EMA, not at the EMA. You can see the tail is barely touching it, but not even that. It's so far from the EMA, right into these highs. I definitely can't take this. I need something close to the EMA. So maybe thinking about something like this again. This is very similar to what happened here. So I want to see some stronger pullback, double trap at the EMA. Well, you have bearish bar here, so you cannot really take it. Mini fail breakout, and by the time you get bull bar for the double bar entry, it closed way too far up, so you definitely cannot enter after the scalp has been made. Breaking new high, uptrend played out. I'm gonna pause looking to go long. Okay, downtrend played out as well at the moment. So I have a breaking new low, and now I don't really know what is the bias, and that's okay. It's completely normal. As a trader, you have to get out of that mindset that you have to know what's gonna happen on every single candle. Okay, there's definitely an area on the chart where it's hard to put the finger on the bias and you need to wait what is the information. So everything played out, every downtrend, every uptrend, it's too sideways. So I'm simply waiting. This is area where I don't have edge. My strategy doesn't provide me any edge. It's too congested. I'm not going long nor short. Market eventually continued to trade higher. We have a second entry long, but it's an inside bar, so we can't really take it, and the bias is not clear. We have some wider channel potentially, but it's not fully confirmed. So even if we have second entry long without inside bar, it's very hard to take it. And after I saw market trading higher like this is where I decided to draw a bigger, wider channel. Initially, I played with the channel that looked something like this, because we always have to identify the channel connecting the first two major swings. But there is so much empty room here that eventually I drew a little bit different channel. It basically both get you to the same place, but I like playing channel like this. We have new high first entry long, market corrected working lower like this, and you have significant push phase working higher. So this was the point where I decided to play the bigger channel. And once again, I'm going to draw this bigger channel. It's basically okay channel to draw as well, but you can see how price action is at the top part and not really at the bottom. It looks like prices are being pulled to the top. I'm going to quickly delete this. And this simply doesn't look that right. It doesn't feel right. There's so much momentum at the bottom. So it looks like this is the one leg break new high, a little bit correction, and this is where the new trend started. So I like drawing channel like this. 3 swing confirmations actually fits really well. And right now we can be thinking about buying because this structure is really bullish. New high, but I'm going to reset the count. First entry long, second entry long, far from the EMA. We have count reset again. And this was tempting trade because you can see you have small support. You have visual to like a pullback, but it's an inside bar again. It's an inside bar again. So I decided to skip it. Also with the count retest, if this was at least like a visual real to like a pullback without count retest, excuse me, just technical second entry long without count retest, I think it's okay to risk with a solid bar. This is an inside bar, count retest, first entry long, not the best setup. It was very tempting though. I mean, if you have some different bar that is not inside bar, you can definitely consider. And we can see that the market trades higher again. So definitely right now you are only thinking about buying, you're not thinking about selling. This means you're waiting the correction out and you're looking for a high probability pattern at the exponential moving average. And here we have new high first entry long, second entry long. So I was looking to go long here on a second entry long, which we have right now, but the signal bar is fairly weak. Okay, we need to have some bullish bar. If you have some stronger bar here, you can definitely consider going long. But this signal bar is fairly weak, so I was looking for a high-low confirmation trade, and it's another inside bar. It's another inside bar, and in fact, now we have sort of like a visual failed second entry short triple test. This trade was super tempting, okay, because we can view it basically as a failed second entry short. Yes, you have a bunch of matching lows as count reset, but you can see this is the second entry long, count reset, first entry short, second entry short failure. These trades, these two trades, both are inside bars, which we generally skip, but I can't really blame you if you took a chance. By the way, the stop loss always goes one tick below the signal bar. So you can see, even on this trade and this trade, if you took these trades, you're still able to survive and actually have a winning trade. This is why we respect the price action structure. We place our stop loss one tick below signal bar when buying and one tick above the signal bar when selling. So these are tempting trades. I'm actually going to mark this one more aggressive. I didn't take this trade because I didn't like the inside bar, but once again, this is not a bad trade to consider, nor this one. Basically all trades here fit price action rules. You're at the key entry point, you're in an uptrend, correction played out, you have the high probability pattern, just the inside bar is problem. But when the context is good, inside bar is not that big of a deal. So once again, if you took one of these trades, no problem, you can definitely consider. You can make a case for marking them even green. New high, first entry long only. Okay, market keeps trending higher. So we're just simply looking for, once again, scenario like this, second entry at the key entry point, new high, first entry long, second entry long, of course below EMA, terrible, bearish doji, and the downtrend is in play, so I need to respect the downtrend. Here I was expecting high low of EMA because the uptrend needs new high, but market is correcting. Okay, so I can only go long once I see that push above EMA. The push above EMA is the resumption that the buyers are back in the market. Okay, can I get some push above EMA? And the correction was actually longer. So right now what I'm going to do, adapt, break, new low, okay, downtrend played out. And you can see how important it is to draw these key levels because this is the high of the day. We broke higher, came back, tested it. This is a breakout pullback and market right now is trending higher. And this uptrend needs new high, following the trend line rule. So now we have perfect price action, uptrend that needs new high, correction phase ended. And this is interesting setup. This is new low, first entry short, second entry short failure. Of course, you cannot go long above doji below EMA. So this is second entry long, basically part of the failed second entry short visually. Now this setup is a little bit more advanced, but setups like these, they work. Okay, when the context is clear, like the context is clear today, you can actually consider second entry long like this because a breakout pullback, uptrend is new high, downtrend played out, but it's a little bit more advanced. You need some experience to trust these trades. Market is pushing higher. I'm going to draw channel working higher, something like this, and I'm expecting second entry long at the EMA because I need to get new high for the uptrend. Traders, I'm recording a trade which is a second entry long combined with a triple test. Alright traders, our scalp was reached, so I'm going to automatically place my stop loss to break even because I want to make sure I'm not going to lose anything on the trade and the run is just a bonus. But this was a second entry long, new high, first entry long. You can see new high here, first entry long, pull back, second entry long, triple test, 2 key entry points, the trend line and the EMA. But more importantly, if I'm going to zoom out, you can see I have a main channel that is working higher, and this uptrend needs new high according to trend line rules. So we have uptrend that needs new high, downtrend played out as a visual 2-leg pullback, one leg down, break, second leg down. You can see this is even breakout, pullback of the high of the day key level. This is high of the important key level, breakout, pullback. It was tested, buyers are back in the market. So this is why this was a great trade, 2 key entry points. And the reason why I can draw wider channel here and not tight channel like this is because with the direction of the main trend, I can draw slightly wider channel. Why? Because this uptrend needs new high. But I waited for confirmation, second entry long, triple test, 2 key entry points. We got the scalp, great bullish bar, high probability setup. So now you need to get new high tested. Traders, resuming video again, I just entered a high-low confirmation setup as the double bar entry because once again, 2 key entry points, the EMA and the trend line. We have new high, first entry long, second entry long, high-low confirmation. I still expect new high for the main channel. You can see the bias is bullish, so the analysis remains the same. This is just confirmation setup, and I'm expecting new high to be tested again. I'm actually gonna go for 10 tick target profit because ATR is a little bit bigger. I'm not too worried about this high because the main uptrend needs new high. That's the main target. We're about to make zero, but we need to tick through. Okay, this is the main target that needs new high. So anything that happens in this secondary channel is less significant than the main channel. Because the channel held for the fourth time, we're really going higher at this point. Okay, traders, so we got the scalp on the high-low following pure price action rules. Confluence of 2 key entry points. It's a price action pattern. We need new high, downtrend played out, breakout, pullback. Everything tells us we're going higher if we wait for all price action rules to align. Right traders, we just made new high, so I'm going to tighten the runner to 5 3/4 points, and I'm going to keep the position open in case market keeps trending higher. So this is the overall structure for today. Another great trading day. We have 2 setups right here, 3 setups right here, a couple aggressive trades right here. The context is good on every single trade right here, but the signal bars were very weak. Inside bars and a weak bar here. But if you took one of these trades right here or a few of them, definitely your analysis is correct, just that the signal bars weren't ideal. But clean context, uptrend, break new high, 2 legs down, breakout, pullback, really strong confidence we're going to go higher, break new high. You even have a second entry long, but we always say this and repeat this, after new high we skip the very first second entry long, so you cannot go long, especially if you have downtrend play. But even if there is a break new low, you cannot take the very first second entry long after the main channel just at a break, push to a new high, because there can be new market cycle. You need more signs of uptrend continuation. The only area that is tricky is right here, where you have to be patient, but everything played out, so you have no reason to take any setup. You only want to take a setup when you have some confirmed channel or structure. Here, everything played out. It's just a congestion, and you can make a case for both directions, which means you have to be patient. But yeah, February was really good lately. I'm glad we have good price action and good trading days again back. So I hope you had a good trading day as well. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.